Hello, my beautiful nightmare seekers. It is I, Sirrmo, your cheerful reaper. Only today I am not so cheerful. Welcome to a slice of madness. And today you may have noticed that mad has been put in all caps. That was on purpose. It is not a typo because I am very pissed off today. Why, I will get into in a minute, but first I need to give you this warning. I will be using profanities and I will be using language that to anyone of underage, to anyone who is underage should not be listening to. If you are, you will be doing this without permission of state or your parents, unless they are there to give you guidance on what the words mean and in what case I am implying them to what I am about to say. I will give you 5 seconds of silence to click away from this video before I start losing something that I cannot say for 5 seconds. Go. What the fuck is wrong with people? More specifically, in this case, what the fuck is wrong with people who like to make jokes about depression and use it to gain attention? I am a man who has been having troubles with his depression for years. I have never cut myself, and I have worked my ass off on everything I did, even though I have half or even a quarter of the energy any normal person with a fine life does. And I will not say that my life is so terrible, but I will say that it is fucking hard for me to get through some things. And sometimes I go into a deep, dark place that I can't get out of for multiple days, and no one notices. You know why? Because you feel and you know that people don't give a fuck about you. That is the feeling depression gives you. It sucks the joy straight from your face. It doesn't allow you to laugh. It doesn't allow you to smile. Because you know that once you do, something will happen that's so bad that you will be traumatized for your fucking life. That's the fear of fucking depression. And I am so done with clothing companies that create clothing with 100 times depression on it, or eat less on the front of the shirt that anyone can read. Anyone with anorexia just reads a shirt that someone wears that says eat less, and they think, you know what? Yeah. No. Fucking no. You cannot do that. You are not allowed to do that. Depression is a serious issue that in the last few years we've been trying very hard, even though we have had so much backlash, to make something that we can talk about to each other. And there are people using that to gain attention when they are not depressed. There is apparently a new fad that I didn't know about until recently when someone told me that children, fucking children, hear so much about depression in the wrong way that they think it's a cool thing to have. So they start cutting their arms open and say, yeah, I totally harmed myself. Cut my arm open last night. Want to see the scar? No. Fucking fuck you. Fuck you, you little shit. If you discover your kid is doing this, I want you to talk to them about depression. And if you get the feeling that they don't have depression, get them mental help because they are a sociopath. If I ever in my life need to encounter someone who can say that they cut their arms open on a daily basis without any fucking sense of regrets, if they can say it with a fucking smile on their face, I will punch you in your fucking nose and drag you to a mental hospital, tie you to the bed, and sign you up myself. Now that I've had that out of the way, I would like to talk about something that has to do with real depression, not the fake shit that we've been getting. Multiple ways that we have been making depression a discussable subject over the years has been through media. Media that has been doing this well, not unwell, as we have seen in multiple different projects that tried to simplify it to a stupid level. I'm going to take only the best things that have been describing and helping me with my depression as examples because I do not want to name anything dumb so that people go check that out and possibly take any influence from that. First, I would like to talk to you about my favorite band. Also, at this point, I would need to tell you that everything I say here is my opinion. This is my rant, this is my time to be angry, and this is my opportunity to scream into the abyss. And I am screaming, hoping that it screams back as loud as possible and tells me that it agrees, but I don't care if it doesn't. These are my opinions. You are entitled to your own. Anything I think is great or I think is good, you do not have any obligation to enjoy. However, I will respect your opinion, no matter how I may not agree with it. I will respect your opinion as long as you respect mine. I would also like to have any discussion about the topics that I am talking about in this video in my comment feed, and I will be replying to all of them. Now, on to what I wanted to say. My favorite band is 21 Pilots. They have helped me through a lot of my tough times with their music. Now some might wonder what 21 Pilots can have to do with depression. Well, it's not that their music is cheery. Their music is kind of the opposite. Their music is littered with subtle hints to depression and a lot of things that we as people can feel like. Multiple of their lyrics I have been known to actually think at times when I was feeling very bad or when I couldn't get myself to move anymore. That is not a hint that I'm trying to commit suicide. Again, I never tried to die. Just moments that I was so out of it, so done, so devoid of any energy that I could not get myself to move. And those were horrible moments for me. They were terrifying. 21 Pilots is a band that talks about a lot of symptoms of depression in multiple of their songs. And I love that. They have been able to put subtle hints to what depression actually means into our heads by giving us good music that actually raises our heartbeat. It made my heartbeat faster every time I hear them, and it gives me the energy I need sometimes to move, to talk, to speak, to clear my head and make up my mind on things such as this. Next, I would like to talk to you about one of my favorite shows, 13 Reasons Why. Again, you do not have to like it, and that's fine. In fact, I want to hear why you don't like the things I like in the comments. I will gladly discuss that with you. But I need to tell this. 13 Reasons Why is a show about a girl who commits suicide. That is not a spoiler. It happened before the first episode even started, and it's very quickly established. After that, a boy finds a box of 7 tapes, 13 of which have recordings on them, of the girl. The girl then tells the entire story of the time preceding her death, because she knows she's going to kill herself. The different characters in this, the people in this show, they all represent a very specific type of depression. There is the full submission all the way to the denial mixed with anger. And I think it's great, the different ways that they show how people can treat their depression in the unhealthy ways, so that we can see the signs when we are doing it ourselves, and when other people can see it when we are doing it when they're with us. And honestly, I think the entire show is really great. There are a couple of twists that I will not be spoiling here, because I feel you need to watch it for yourself. And to the people that have watched it, I would like to hear your opinion, and I would love to discuss which part you liked best about the show, or actually what you thought was best quality, because liking is a weird term to use here. People have fought against trying to make depression a discussable subject. They wanted it to stay in the shadows, call us overreactors, and tell us to shut up, because it gave them power. They had the power to use us, to break us. Now we have taken control. The problem is, some people feel that control should be used to whatever they like. They say depression needs attention, depression gets attention. Now children who want attention will cut themselves for fun so they can get attention. It's the wrong kind of attention, but it's attention, and that's all the children want. They don't care if it's bad or good. That's why children misbehave. They want to be seen, they want to be heard. And if all it takes is a few moments of pain, yeah, why wouldn't they? I've seen children that actually stumbled on purpose and ripped open their knee skin just for fun so they could get attention from the mother. And of course they cried, of course it hurt like hell for them. Didn't mean they didn't do it. And I'm not saying that's always. Kids are just dumb sometimes, they can fall, but sometimes they need attention. And it's dangerous when you give it to them like that. And as for these clothing shops that are actually creating these horrible pieces, I want to tell you this. You are sick. I despise you with everything I have. You do not have a single grain of my respect. And though that may not mean much to you, it means a lot to me. Because there are plenty of people that have lost my respect, and there are plenty that gained it. There are plenty that tried hard and gained it. I am not a man that respects people easily because I feel like people are assholes. And most of the time I'm proven right. Some of the time I'm proven wrong, and that increases my hope for humanity. You do not. You decrease it so much that you feel you can take this mental illness that drives people to kill themselves or put themselves through their own mental torture or lock themselves up inside of their mind, cut everyone outside of them off. You feel you can print that on a shirt and make profit selling it. You are not just disgusting. You are the true waste of humankind. I would like to say right now that I hope you die, but I do not. I hope you live a long and healthy life, realizing what you have done and trying every second to better what you did, to try and improve on yourself by helping others. Because right now, you are on the lowest of the low. You belong to the worst people on earth currently. You are, without a single doubt in my head, no matter what you may think about yourself and no matter what response you may have that might want to change my mind, you are a waste. A waste of human space. A waste of a mind. And a waste of a powerful person that can actually do some good in this world of pain and torture. I do not respect you. And you may never earn that respect. And I hope I am not the only one who feels this. Honestly, after all this, I feel a little bit lightheaded. I think I'm actually going to put on some 21 Pilots and sit back in my chair now. This has been a slice of madness, and I hope to hear some of your thoughts soon, because this needs to be something that we can talk about, and this needs to be something we are allowed to get angry over. Anorexia, bulimia, depression, anxiety, these are not things that are to be taken lightly. These are not things that we can make fun of or try to use to make a quick buck. These are mental illnesses that we need to fight as people, as human beings who care for each other and want to protect each other at all costs. We are better than this, but we are not acting like it. I still believe that we can, and I'm asking you to join me in doing so. Because we do need to be better. Because we haven't been for so long. As I already said, this has been a Slice of Madness. I'm your host, Sirrmo. And until the next story, good night, sleep tight,
Don't let the monsters bite.
and as always, enjoy the madness. And try to be better, for your own sake, and for the sake of those around you.